Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live, and it's never too early to start thinking about fantasy football. And Mike Clay of ESPN is there to help you. As today he posted his uh, rankings for 2023 by position in PPR leagues. He even included the rookies. Well, they're not even rookies yet, but those players that are going to be drafted in a few weeks. So that is really difficult to know without knowing what situation they're going to end up in. But I thought it would be fun to take a look at. So here we are, starting with the quarterbacks. As it mentions, will be updated throughout the preseason to reflect any changes. Rankings below for PPR format. So quarterbacks, we got Josh Allen atop the list over Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen does provide more value with his feet. 2 straight seasons with over 700 rushing yards. Will turn the ball over more than Mahomes, but just very prolific. Definitely could agree with Allen being first. Jalen Hurts third. Joe Burrow fourth. Lamar Jackson fifth. Will he be with Baltimore? I believe so, but it's not certain yet. Justin Fields nearly set a record for most rushing yards in a season by a quarterback. He's got more weapons this season. Has DJ Moore. Will that help his passing yards numbers increase from last season? Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, Daniel Jones. I'm a Giants fan. Uh, Yes, Daniel Jones provided a lot of value with his feet. Just 15 passing touchdowns, though, last season. I know he probably was around ninth last season in fantasy points, but I don't know if I would take him that high. Just like Deshaun Watson, 11th. Yes, he's going to have a full season, full off season with Cleveland, but that would be very risky. I would definitely like take him as my second quarterback. High reward if he plays up to his Houston days. Definitely expects a bounce back for Russell Wilson, nearly a QB1 in a 12-team league, according to these rankings. 13th, Aaron Rodgers isn't a part of the Jets yet, but he's listed here as a Jet, as it's widely assumed he'll be so. Jared Goff, 18th. Um, that's a guy I would love to have as my second quarterback. Just really had a very good season. It ended the season so strong. We'll have Jamison Williams returning. Definitely like Jared Goff to do better than that 18th ranking. See rookies: Bryce Young 24th, CJ Stroud 25th, Anthony Richardson 29th, Will Levis 30th. I would actually take Jordan Love for his upside over guys like Jimmy G, Tannehill. Um, they'll be solid but unspectacular. We're not sure about Jordan Love. Running backs: Austin Eckler leading the way. Touchdown machine, reception machine. Gives him the edge over Christian McCaffrey. Saquon Barkley third. Jonathan Taylor, who was pretty much the consensus first overall pick last year in fantasy leagues. Disappointed. Was injured for some time and didn't perform up to his 2021 standards. Derrick Henry fifth, but look who's seventh. Bijan Robinson out of Texas. Expected to go in the first round, maybe the only running back to go in the first round of this year's draft. But man, that is high for not knowing what situation he'll be in yet. Definitely seen as kind of like a transcendent back, but I don't know if I'd put him seventh. Pollard eighth is risky too because will Dallas actually finally give him 20, 25 carries a game? And, is he going to come back fully healthy? Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, two fixtures in the top 10 are outside his top 10. DeAndre Swift, 19th. David Montgomery, 22nd. That's going to be an interesting backfield. Detroit. I had DeAndre Swift last season and it was just so frustrating because I know he could have done so much more. Just never got more than like 10 to 12 touches a game, and Jamal Williams vultured away his touchdowns. Cam Akers, 25th, ended the season so strong last year. I might have put him a little higher in my rankings. Brees Hall, 21st. That could be a steal if you get him that low. Not very high on Miles Sanders. I believe he got the biggest contract in free agency, not including those that were franchise tag, coming off over 1,200 yards, but definitely a different system with Carolina, although Deonta Foreman performed well after McCaffrey got traded. We see Buffalo, James Cook 30th, and then Damian Harris 48th. I think they'll be closer together. I know they took Cook in the second round, but I did a video yesterday. Jim Kelly wanted him to get a superstar running back. Will they draft a running back? I don't know if they will after taking Cook in the second round last year, but you don't know. Rashad Penny, 33rd, man. If he could stay healthy, definitely has the potential to be top 15. Let's go to wide receivers. Man, Justin Jefferson first. Overtaking Cooper Kupp, who was widely seen as the best receiver in fantasy heading into this season. But you can't really go wrong with any of those top six: Jefferson, Kupp, Chase, Hill, Adams, and Diggs. I probably would have St. Brown a little bit above CD Lamb, especially since Dallas added Brandon Cooks. Might take a few targets away from Lamb, not too many. They did lose Dalton Schultz as well. But otherwise, Garrett Wilson 13th. Wonder where he would be if they didn't expect Aaron Rodgers to come to the Jets. Christian Watson 20th. Touchdown machine the second half of last season. Deontay Johnson 25th. I don't think he had a touchdown last season. I wouldn't take him that high. Calvin Ridley, after a year suspension, 27th. So they expect him to be Mike Clay expects him to be their number one receiver, slightly over Christian Kirk, who was ranked 32nd. DJ Moore, 31st, joining the Bears. Again, Justin Fields has more guys to throw the ball to than he did last season. See some rookies: Quentin Johnston, Jackson Smith, Jordan Addison, Zay Flowers. All I've seen in mock drafts as first round picks. Michael Thomas, 42nd. I just can't risk taking him. Two new Panthers for their first overall pick quarterback: DJ Chark, 49th, Adam Thielen, 55th. And I'm a Giants fan. They list three Giants wide receivers at the end. I don't think they listed one above these three. No, they didn't. So 74th, Wan'Dale Robinson, 76th, Sterling Shepard, 80th, Paris Campbell. Kind of surprised that Darius Slayton doesn't consider Slayton to be one of their top three wide receivers. Shepard, I don't think he even has any guaranteed money on the 1-year deal he signed with the Giants as a free agent. I expect Slayton at least be one of their top 2 or 3 receivers this season. And tight end, you can't put anyone above Kelsey at the moment. Again, as a Giants fan, Waller 4th, man. If he can stay healthy and produce at that level, I will definitely be thrilled. Kyle Pitts looking to rebound after a bad sophomore season. Didn't really have the greatest quarterback play, but will he this season, since it looks like they're going with Desmond Ridder as their starter? David Njoku, 10th. I don't know if I would take him as a tight end 1, so in a 12-team league. I don't think I would rank him in the top 12. Schultz will be interesting with Houston, especially with Brandon Cooks gone. He could be the number 1 target for whoever they take with the second pick. Many expect that to be Bryce Young. Otherwise, Juwan Johnson was a great red zone threat, 19th. Hayden Hurst, 23rd. That seems low, but again, tight ends, you're not going to really need that many. But rookies: Michael Mayer, 30th, Dalton Kincaid, 31st, Luke Musgrave, 34th, Darnell Washington, 35th. Michael Mayer out of Notre Dame. I've seen him go to Green Bay in plenty of mock drafts, and I think that would be an excellent fit for him. Mike Gesicki, 28th. That could be, way too low. Just had an season where he didn't fit with Mike McDaniel's offense in Miami. But those are Mike Clay's fantasy football rankings by position in PPR leagues. Of course, that's way too early. Those are subject to change. But what do you guys think? What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Were you surprised Bijan Robinson is already listed as the 7th running back, despite not even knowing where he's going to play next season? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Subscribe, like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.